Hey guys, welcome to P3D version 4.1, and as you can see, this is a brand new aircraft to the channel. This is the A320, I believe it's the 232 variant, which includes the IAE engines like this here, not the CFM, and currently at Heathrow with the British Airways livery, with our tail number as GEUUE, like so. And currently catering is moaning at us to turn on the turn on the doors, so they can get some catering on board. Currently it's stuck at sat I should say, at Terminal 3, and we're off to Barcelona today. Prat. Flight number is Speedbird 474. Departure time around about 08450. Taking off on 27 right today, which is down there. Another British Airways over there. But let's go get the rest of the aircraft powered on. There's literally nothing powered on right here. This is the A320 by FSLabs. It's really beautiful. They've got the 4K textures installed, so literally just zoom in. And the good thing about FSLabs, they've done some really lovely textures and modelling, as you can see. Sorry if I'm a bit quiet or a bit rusty today. I have done this flight to Barcelona to go on a 4 weeks worth of just exercise really in Spain. Nice hot weather, instead of going here in the cloudness of whatever this is. Look how low these clouds are. So yeah, this is 15th of October, so it's in historical time weather, so it's real time then, which is pretty good, so I can remember everything I've done. I don't know what gate I came from, the stand I should say, so I just picked somewhere at Terminal 3, and so yeah, we're here, taking off 27 right over there, which I just kind of picked somewhere which would make a quick and easy taxi. Yeah, and also, I'm sorry, a bit rusty. If I'm a bit rusty with this aircraft as well, have not flown it in absolute bonkers years. Right, so let's go and turn on the batteries, like so, and that gets the rest of the aircraft powered on. That means we can go start up the FMC. Let's just hold this brightness button down, and it'll, as you can see, panel states. So let's get out of that menu. So yeah, that's the new thing with the the update version 2. Yeah, you got panel states, which is really cool. And so it's going to get some external controls, GPU on board. I also got spotlights. So on our return flight, we'll be coming back down into London Heathrow, sunset, nighttime sort of thing. So FSLabs spotlights would make some lighting inside the aircraft and outside the aircraft. Really good. I don't know if it's inside the aircraft, but that's cool. So you see 0815. So yeah, we're due to take off in 30 minutes. We've got loads of time. It's going to open up the doors for GSX, for the catering to come on board. And there's also opened some other doors ready for the boarding process. Let's go and turn on some ECAM displays. As you can see, they're in their self-test progress. I'm going to turn it up to about there, is what I normally have it on, if I can remember that. And let's spin this all the way up. It's about there. I've got some random alarms going on, that's fine. That's what normally happens. And this, and the other side. Come over here, get the other ND and PFD on. ND standing for navigational display, and PFD primary flight display. And other side, I can find the click spot, which is there. Like so. And you can see you've got some brightness lights there. That's coming from the display, which is really cool. How they've implemented that. So now the doors are open. Catering is now coming on board. There we go. The self-test there is completed on those displays. Now waiting for the other ones. And let's go and get the ADIRSs are lined up to nav. Make sure those flight lights go off before we start up the next one. There we go. Actually, no, there's 1, 2, 3. Oh, See, that's one thing I've forgotten. Start the left one, go to the middle, right one, and then you do the middle one. Sorry about that. As you can see, 1, 2, 3. Pumps stay off for now, and let's go and get the payload and fuel set up for the flight today. So, total fuel on board today, I think this is in kilos, as you can see. Yes, it is in kilos. Total fuel on board, so this is enough fuel for a flight there and back today. That's our total fuel, 18 tons. And that's now put in there, and the payload to a fuel weight of 50.3. That can go in there. And that automatically do the CG there at 25.4. Right, I think that, yeah, it's a realistic time align, so it'll be like 7 minutes to align the IRSs. Won't be too long. Ooh. Never seen this before. Right, sorry. New pages. Haven't actually. This is the first time we got the FSLabs A320, so it'd be pretty cool. Just learning everything that has come from this. I used to fly the A320 from Aerosoft, and there we go. That MCDU actually. Sorry, in Airbus. Let's turn the brightness up on this display just to match them a bit. And that can go to the that and that, like so. Actually, let's keep this on the options page. We get everything set up there. GP primary lost, that's fine. It will come back once the IRSs have aligned. So let's go turn on some weather systems. Turn it to 1. Turn the PWS to auto, like that. Park and brake. We shall set that to on, and unlock the cockpit door. All the scanning's in auto, which is good. And we turn on the PA, which you can just about hear in the cockpit. If I find a click spot, I can turn the volume up. The click spot's like on an angle. I can find it. It's really awkward. No, that's the trim. If I just scroll on it, there we go. There, I found it. And then I turn it all the way up to the full, and you can hear the PA playing in the background, which is really cool. I don't know if so catering's finished, but I'm not sure yet. So, first of all, we want to go to the init page, sorry. And we're coming from, so we're not doing any company route or anything, so we're going to fill out everything manually today. I don't know, there is an AOC uplink service which you can do, which is pretty cool. Not going to use that today. So 18.6 tons of fuel is our block today, along with 0 fuel weight. And that 50.3, like I said, there's CG before as well, and that's put out there. That's just going to fill out some other stuff once we get the rest of the flight put in. So Heathrow to Barcelona, EGLL off to LE, if I can remember the IQO code, LEBL is that, like so. Cost index, not sure, but keep it at 20. And we're cruising at flight level 370 today, which is what it was in my flight then. And the flight number, Speedbird BAW 474. That's all filled out, and as you can see, the rest of this stuff has filled out here. Right, I think got a bit of headwind. No, don't, because that's what you can fill in there. Trip wind. So, that's all set up for the init page, and we have finished the catering. Sorry, let's go and close those doors. Didn't mean to open that, but there we go. As you can see, some of the displays are coming in now. You've got that display and some of these speed dials coming through, but not all of it is finished. Right, as well, we need to do the Q&H at Heathrow. Let's put that in. It is 1018. So we can set that into there like so, and I don't know, no, it does not sync it. 1018 and 1018, like so. That's all set up there. We've got 25 minutes till takeoff, which is good. And I'll just put the terrain on that ND there, what I like to normally have as well. Let's go set this to arc. I would normally have an arc and 20 mil. As soon as boarding started from GS6, it kind of links itself together. If you, I don't know how to get the volume and the editing is going to go well, but the boarding's just started, so we've got a little PA system going. Right. VOR's on, and the CSTR, which shows everything else. As you can see, some more stuff have just kicked in there.
Thank you for observing this policy.
Right, that sound just finished there. Right, so what we can do is go to flight plan and set in our departure for today. So as a 27 right, like I said, on a May 4F. I think it's 4F, or was it 3F? It's 4F, of course. There is no mid 4F, sorry, not May. It started at N, that's fine. Right, there we go. Put that in there, insert it. As you can see, you get all the scroll all the way down. See mid. Click on that, go to the Airways, and this is where everything else happens, where you set in the whole route for the rest of the flight. So we're currently going to fly on EGLL-151. Oh, that was quick for passengers. Alright. 151 all the way up to SITET. Like that, and you fill in all the rest. We got quite a big route actually, so UN airway here, 859, and we're on that airway for quite a while till Lomra. Like so. And normally wouldn't click insert now, you just fill out the rest of it, but as you can see, that was a massive 859. You can see here it's UN 859 all the way. It's so much more. So that's really quick how you fill out a flight plan instead of clicking direct all the time, which gets a bit tedious sometimes. Right, so Lily finished the flight plan as well. So UN 727. On that we are just actually off to Rokan. And then on the UN 859 Pumal. Like so, insert that, and from there on is the arrival into the Barcelona El Prat airport. So that's that, and passengers have boarded. It said, how's baggage? Hasn't started the baggage yet. Where's the baggage? Just over there. Okay, we can still wait for that. They're still lining up the GPS, which is fine. So, well, not direct, sorry. Go to init, RS init, sorry. Oh, I still don't have to do this. I think I'll just leave it there for now on the init page. Just gonna wait for the GPS primary stuff. Yeah, it's just, actually, there you go. It's just found out how long it's going to take to align. There we go, 1 minute, and it's just finished. So it's just going to say GPS primary in white soon, once it's configured everything. There you go, as you can see there, and we can get rid of that. And you can see our route is in the flight, ND, sorry. Right, let's go hit plan, and let's go to the flight plan, and let's just scroll through what we are flying today. 40 nautical miles, and it's pretty much straight down to the south, a bit of east, because that's where Spain is, just southeast to the UK, and we keep scrolling through all the way. There we go, there's top of descent, just that white line there, and got some discontinuities due to, well, we haven't actually filled in the arrival yet, so that's fine. I do know the arrival though, so let's go and put that in just to show you guys, because I know what runway you'll be landing on, which is 25 right. I have done this flight before in real life. 25 right on a Y5 or Z. I think it's. Let's check the charts and just make sure we know what we're doing. It is indeed a. It doesn't actually matter from our point of view, to be honest. It's only from people coming from the south, so it doesn't really matter. It's going to go with 25 Z here, the first one that comes up here, and we're coming in on a Alba 1T, which is this one right here, and insert that in. There's no transitions, so that's fine. That's inserted. We go to Perth, and you can see we got the rest of the. This is all the takeoff stuff, which is going to go imported into the aircraft. And you can see the transition altitude is 6,000 feet, which is correct, but we'll be climbing up to 3,000 before we do our thrust reduction. All that put 8. What's this? And 3,000. And the other one, engine out acceleration. Right, like so. And we're taking off for flaps 2. So this is where Top Cat or some takeoff performance would come in handy. I have no idea what I should do, so going to set up 1.5 on the trim there, flex the temperature, so maybe 28, like so. And as you see, we kick the V1, VR, and V2. They've all just automatically come into automatically calculated. Sorry. So V1 of 142, VR of 142 as well, and V2 of 143. That's all set up in the perf. Let's go back to Arc, and which is 10 nautical miles on that ND. And let's go get the APU started up as well. Seatbelt signs can come on. That's unarmed already, lovely. And what we should have had is a nav light on, which is the one. If you want to do 2, that will bring on the logo light as well, which is just at night. So, going to start the APU. So we click that master switch on, turn on all the fuel pumps, and you pretty much wait for. So as you can see, it's automatically changed to the APU page. When it says flap open, we can go and start up the APU before anything bad happens. So there you go, it says flap open, overhead panel, and we can start it up like so. And now the APU is starting, which means we don't need the ground power. Yeah, not much baggage for today. It wasn't a heavy payload for in terms of passengers, but fuel. Well, we got quite a lot of fuel, so that flex temp is really pretty good. Not sure how the trim's going to go, but hey, look at that, bang in the middle of the cockpit, and we lose all sound. That's from the APU noise. APU starting up that noise in the back. Let's close the aft cargo. And the forward one as well. So that's done. And we can go to the external controls, and as soon as that comes to 100% and it says APU running, I think it says APU running. Ooh, lovely. Available. And there you go, APU available, which is good. Also, what we're going to do is turn on the APU bleed. So when it says APU available, it means it's running. So, disconnect the GPU. And the ground shocks. As we got the parking brake set. You see doors all closed, that's fine. And we can go to the flight plan page. Get rid of the GPS primary on there. Just get that thing disappeared. And we can go and get the rest of the aircraft set up. So, well, not set up, but just go. Let's go and request a pushback. The nose left. I think it's nose left. Yes. Do not start engines before the pushback. And we can get rid of the jetway. I haven't done that yet. Crew supply. Let's turn that on. That would help. Generators obviously are faulting. due to engines not started up. And we can go and call the forward and after cargo, like so. Just make sure flight attendance is seated for departure. Or get there actually. Before they get seated for departure, they do all their safety checks. And what's happened to that? Okay. So GSX getting everything set up. Transition has 2 to 6,000 feet, which we need to remember. And we're departing hopefully in 15 minutes. We are on time. I'm not sure how AI goes currently. Plug brakes are released, as you can see there, and we're going to start at will. So, how to start the engines in the aircraft. Ignition start, as you can see that cuts on these displays like that, and all you do, lift this up and put it down, and the engine will start up. Make sure that's in 2000, which it is. Stand by, wait for TARA at the runway. And if you go to this view, you can see the engine starting up there. It's going to push us back all the way down to this taxi line here.
My name is Norman. It's my pleasure to be the cabin manager on board. I have a great team working with me. At the front, Tim.
So currently what you're hearing is the default. I don't know if you can hear it.
We are here for your comfort, but primarily
It's a default sound pack for announcements. What I could do is get one for the British Airways special one, which I can do. Gonna wait for the stabilize, so you can see the N2. As you can see, it's in this like little grey box. Pretty much wait for that to cut out, and then we can start engine number 1.
Oxygen masks, life jackets, and brace position that you must adopt if you hear brace, brace. There are 2 emergency exits at the rear, 4 in the middle,
and you can see it's lined us up with the taxi line.
Of the cabin. Floor lighting will guide you to an exit. Please be aware that your nearest exit may be behind you. In an emergency, leave all cabin baggage on board. Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted,
Let's set this up to
and released
370.
as shown. It must be fastened when the seatbelt signs are on, and we recommend that you keep it
Parking
fastened
brake
at
is
all
set.
times. If the air supply
Just make sure.
fails, masks will drop from
It's
above.
going to make sure that's
Pull a
clicked in
mask
the little
towards you
dot,
to
which
start the
means
oxygen.
it's going to like
Put the
obey
mask over
everything
your
and the
nose
purple
and mouth.
stars. You can see it's
Hold
going
in
to hold at
place with the
60 for a
strap.
while.
Pull on each side to adjust.
Oh,
Put
N2
on
is
your
stabilized,
own
so we can
mask
start
before
up
helping
number
others.
1.
If you land on water, take the life jacket from under
Let's
your
watch
seat.
this slowly
Put
start
it
up.
over your head. Pass the tapes
So what
around
you're
your
currently
waist
hearing is
Click
the
together
aircraft,
and pull the
obviously,
strap to adjust.
but the sounds from
Not
the inside.
inflated inside the aircraft.
If I had to move the camera outside of the aircraft, you start to hear the outside sounds, and then we go inside the aircraft.
There
We
is
hear
a
the
light
PA
and whistle for attracting attention.
flight attendant sort
We
of
also
cool,
carry
which is really cool.
flotation aids for
I really
children.
like that.
Your tray table must now be stowed, armrest down.
All depends on
window
how
blinds
the
open,
camera is
and
set up.
seatbelt fastened. We wish you a pleasant flight.
Got some Iberia A320 over there. Looks like we've got no aircraft. Oh, no, that's a bus. We've got no aircraft waiting at 27 right, which is good for today. And we're just going to wait for the other. Wait for N2, sorry, to get up to speed. Oh, that is that N1. N2, yeah. Wait for that to cut out. So, for the rest of the takeoff, what we do, we set everything what we think takeoff is correct. We click the takeoff config and it will say everything is correct and everything like that. So we're going to set auto rate to max. There we go. And I'm just going to wait for the rest of the engine to start up like so. Going to wait for that avail light. I think that comes off. like so. And that means we can off the engine ignition start and put that back to normal, and we can get rid of the rest of the AP bleed and APU soon. So before we do that, let's go and set up the flight controls. So we're going to do full left, and you can see it's just there. And hydraulics are already started once the engine started, which is really cool. You can check the hydraulics as well here on this page. Everything's green. All the way down, all the way up. The rudder, all the way to the left and all the way to the right. That's looking good, and let's go and set up trim, which is up of 1.5. Not sure if that's correct, but I'm going to guess 1.4, 1.6, 1.5, like so. Flight controls are checked actually as well. I think they check the speed brakes in the Airbus. So we're going to set that up all the way up, which is good. That's all set, and we can get rid of that. And that can get up to ground spoilers armed. Right, let's get rid of the APU. The flap will close. And set flaps to 2. Right, parking brakes are raised. Let's get in some power. Hopefully not too much needed. Just get us going. Beacon light can come on as well as the taxi light. It'll be a lovely 2-hour flight, I would say today. Won't be too long of a flight. I feel like the camera position on this wing view is a bit too high. So currently taxiing at ground speed of 9 miles per hour. As you can see just down here. 10 there. Here's the winds as well, which will come up soon once we've got all the winds set up and all that. Ah, that isn't an A320, that's an A321 British Airways that we saw earlier. What I find really cool, I don't know if you can see it in the quite so well. Actually, we do have an aircraft taking off, but our aircraft currently, as you can see, it's kind of bouncing up and down, which is really cool. Another implement from FSLabs, which is really good. Yeah, we've got an aircraft taking off. Did not see that. It is a German wing, so I think I can see an aircraft coming to land as well. Let's watch our speed, which is also in the FSLabs. So what we have to do, let's get off this taxi wing, go onto the Alpha, I believe that is. Yes, we need to go into Alpha. You have to hold the combo button down, and then that controls the tiller. So if you don't hold the combo button down, it controls the rudder, which is really cool. Another great implement. There goes that German wings. Yeah, it's going to slow down here. 10 miles per hour. Rotate right in front of us, which is really nice. Yeah, this is more realistic speed of taxiing. So I'm not holding the combo button down, I'm full right on the rudder. You can see the flight controls are always to the right on there. If I get rid of that, hold the combo down, and you can see the tiller actually is moving. And when I hold the combo button down, it does that. Alright, that's cool. So there you go, you got another aircraft coming to land here. And once that's landed, we'll go. There you go, touchdown, British Airways. Yeah, currently I'm on idle throttle, and we are increasing in speed. So let's go and test takeoff and say TO config normal, which is what we want. Also, open the windows, which is really cool. To close the window, you can do that once you've actually clicked this thing open, then you can close the window. Does change the sounds as well. Very nice. So as you can see, you've got terrain on that MD there. It's making a weird noise currently. I think it's just pressurizing the window slightly. Does that work? Well, that works as well. Take a look at the outside. Yeah, you see this there. The nose wheel's kind of bouncing up and down a bit. That's not me hitting the brakes. It's just the aircraft doing itself over the taxiway. So we're coming on to Alpha 4. Right here. We're not going straight down to the runway. Just coming up, entering the runway here. So let's hold down the Comet and slow us down at 10 miles per hour. Let's bring us onto the runway. Make sure there is no aircraft taking off or landing as well. That's one big thing we need to watch out for. Let's go and hold it here. Set the parking brake because it will go. And there's no aircraft I can see, which is good. And there's no aircraft taking off. We've got a couple of aircraft behind us. Wait. Right. Go. And set the TCAS to TAI. Release the parking brake. Aircraft's already moving, sorry. That's idle power. Which is crazy. Alright. Let's bring the aircraft some power. Let's get us going a bit more faster. There we go. Lovely. We are literally on time with our block time. We're supposed to be taking off in 20 seconds, which is really good. Right, let's go set up some lights. So we're going to turn off. Strobes can come to on. Lights come to on. Takeoff, sorry, can come to on. Takeoff taxi light. Sorry. Light is not needed. So I think we're good for takeoff. Let's go and start the timer to run. Like so. We go to let's go to flex. There we go. Man flex SRS runway. You can see the power will slowly come in. It's all automated and how the engine comes into play here. And okay, we've got a bit of right rudder going on. Airspeed is alive. I think they call 100 knots in this aircraft. I am flying everywhere. Right, let's rotate. Well, the trim was alright, I'd say. Right, pulse the clanger up. And there we go, so autopilot's on. Now just line us up with the flight director, which is already on. You can see the auto brake is already cut out. And get rid of the speed brakes. Gonna wait for 3,000 feet, which is when we retract the flaps as well. As you can see, the time is going. 1 minute in. And the wind's kicked in as well. Once we get to 3,000 feet, it's going to ask us to go to climb power, which is just here. and we will reduce flaps once we start accelerating. Accelerating, sorry. There we go, lever to climb. Lever, sorry, not lever. Now we've got climb power, and as soon as we start accelerating, we can reduce flaps. And just coming above the, there we go, the clouds. Very nice. There we go, we can see we are starting to accelerate, so in come flaps. It's flap 0. That will reduce some drag so we get some more speed going as well. And for the whole flight, we're staying climb power. Pretty much the whole flight. It's automatic, which is really good. Most of this A320 automatic, so that's very nice. The autopilot just kicks itself out of view. Because we are, yeah. Let's just fly us by ourselves for now. I can see the aircraft kind of got a bit too slow. So the autopilot does come off. Gonna wait for it to come out of that little area, hit the autopilot back on again. And it's come off. Gonna hold at 6,000. We're gonna set standard pressure as well. Like so. We're currently stuck on Toga till it hits the speed I think it wants. Let's see, it's slowly reducing its power till it gets to a safe speed. And it'll kick back into climb power once it's ready. Right, so it's going to hold at 6,000 for now. Go to flight plan page on the MCDU. We're going to reset the auto throttle. Back to climb power. So as you can see, it's a speed. And that is when it says it's into climb power, which is good. And the engines have... Ooh. Okay, that was weird. It kind of set a weird view then. That's the outside view. I'm going to hold at 6,000 for a while until we get some... until we get past a couple of waypoints actually. Just stay at 6,000 for a while, and it is the day. Lights off. Right. I hope you enjoyed the takeoff. I've learnt that only put on the reduce the flaps once I've got to a safe speed. Then I can get everything else set up. That's it really. About the takeoff. So take the outside view here. Let the shaders come into it as well. Slowly load in. Let's reset that like so. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the takeoff. Look at that. I'll catch you in the descent after the cinematics. About 3 minutes long like normal. 3 minutes in cinematics that is. Yeah, I'll see you in the descent down into Barcelona, which will be about an hour and a half maybe of flight time in the cinematics. So yeah, I'll see you down in Spain, and enjoy the cinematics. Goodbye. Hey guys, welcome back into the descent down to Barcelona airport. We're currently about 10 minutes till we arrive, actually, as well. Just passing around about 14,000 feet, no, 13,000 feet actually. And we're due to arrive at UTC time 10:28, and it's currently 10:16, so 11 minutes till we arrive. And so not that long actually. So the airport is by Simwings as well. Very good. They also made Heathrow, so two of the same airports. And therefore, let's go into for the arrival. Let's go and set up some other stuff. So I've already set the 2.3s. We're holding at like 2,300 feet for quite a bit actually. It shows down here. Yeah. So that's happening like that. I don't know if it has to be above or something to do with 0,000 feet, that is 2,300, and so not past 10,000 just yet. So we're gonna keep the lights off, but what we can do is set the auto brake to low for arrival, as the runway is at Barcelona. Well, the runway we are landing on, which is 25 right, is 3,352 meters long, and also so yeah, that's pretty cool. We don't need to go medium auto brake. You guys might have pointed out or found out, this is another mistake for being tied. I read the charts and said, and the first thing that came up was the Airbus 1T arrival, but I was meant to do the Puma 3T arrival, so I did lose like 5 minutes of time there. Not that long, but hey, did a little extra. Right, so you can see our little arrival here actually as well. Just coming in straight in, and then 25 right, so this coming to view on this display. ILS approach as well, as we said. So that's 10,000 feet, so it's going to set the lights on now. Passenger signs are already turned on. And let's go into the perf page, which is where you set up the next phase, and this is where the approach happens. And you can set in everything here, and flight level, transition level is flight. Transition altitude, sorry, 6,000 feet, that is all correct. And we're going full, and that's all good. I'm not sure what to fill out here. Any of you guys know how to fly the A320 or something? It'd be nice to know. I know that stands for decision height, but I don't know like if I should put no or yes or anything like that. Don't know. You guys can let me know what I should do. So currently QNH in Barcelona is 1028. Let's go to conditions on this page. LE. Right, there we go. Oh, Pratt. So yeah, so our QNH is 1028, like we said, along with the temperature of 24 degrees, so nice and hot. With the winds of 120 at 3 knots. So not much of a crosswind. I'm telling you now though, coming into Heathrow on our return flight, I think there was some crosswinds, heavy winds as well. So that's the approach phase set up. That's pretty cool. Once we get around about 5,000 feet or so, we will activate the approach and that will just take us in. Let's stay on that perf page so we remember. Alright. Cool. Our VOR is CLE, which we are actually passing. And we will be passing, which is just this one here. Just there. Don't know why it's in front. Is that an arrow pointing back? It should be, yeah, it's behind us, but hey. It's going to hold it, not hold, but stay around about 5,000 feet. At CLE-11. Above, I think that plus means that's fine. We're all good there. Just deceleration here. At D there. And let's go and set the QNH in 128. So, the QNH is set. Right. Yes, along with the scenery, which is like 5 gigabytes massive, in size, we get the whole of Barcelona city and photo-realistic scenery as well, which is very good. The FPS is amazing along with it, which I'm really pleased about. But yeah, it's 5 gigabytes in size, which is a bit crazy. Right. Going to hold it at 5,000 for a while, not that long at all. It's going to be kind of seamless really. Let's take a look in the outside view. Let's go to this one. You can see the land as well. We've got some clouds. Very nice. Yeah, just the lights on the A320 are retractable as well, which do produce drag. Don't know if that should be simulated in this aircraft. FSLabs are amazing at that. So that's that, and we're going to start descending again. If the aircraft realizes and starts descending a bit faster, would be nice. There we go. That's even 20 nautical miles and 10 nautical miles for arrival, like that, and we are nearly on to the approach phase. Click. Oh no, approach phase is in green. It's good. Everything's good. That means that's all kicked in. Must happen before once we transitioned into the QNH or something like that. Is the arrival time still the same? No, it's been pushed up by 2 minutes, so 6 minutes till landing. Apparently our speed is meant to be really low at 145. Due to that's the approach phase. Obviously I don't want that, so I'm going to set my own little speed here. 220. Actually, I might not. Let's just keep it the same. Let the aircraft do its stuff, and let's go flaps 1. Once we get to this other, like, isn't it dashed orange lines you can see? That means a speed check, and we can set flaps 2 and all that. Let's put the landing system on, also known as LS. Right, speed check, flaps 2. And we'll stay at flaps 2 for quite a while. We're going to hold it to 2,300 feet until we hit this marker here, the FI25 right. We're not going to do any Cat 3 landings or anything like that. Going to do manual for arrival. A bit of lag spikes, that's absolutely fine. That's just the rest of the photo scenery probably, and the airport loading in. You can just see it over there, the airport. Got some black textures that need to be loaded in. Right, what's our go around altitude as well? 3,000 feet. Oh wait, no. Let's just hold it here for now. Extremely weird. Won't lock in the altitude. Let's put it in. Flaps 3s. Soon. Right, gear down. Flaps 3. And we can go in. Speed brakes can come to armed. And we can set flaps 4 as well. Right, let's go and get rid of the autopilot. Let's get down to that ILS. Yeah, I haven't flown this aircraft in ages, so sorry about some mistakes that's happened. So we got all full green for the landing, which is good. There's no blue lights, which means we're pretty good for landing. There we go, back on the ILS there. Set a new cruising altitude. Let's get a set speed of 150. This aircraft flies really well. Yeah, we are a bit low on the ILS, but I think it will kick back in soon. You can hear the wind blowing through the cockpit, which is really nice as well. There you go, you can see Terminal 1 on the left and Terminal 2 on the right. We are a bit to the right of the runway.
50,
Let's bring this
40, 30, 20, retard, 10, retard,
right, idle power.
5.
Touchdown. Right, idle reverse. That was yeah, I forgot about that. Right. We are currently doing idle reverse due to we don't really need to go on this end here. We are coming off soon actually. Right, reverses come in. Right, let's go and tell GSX what gate to park at. And then make sure there's no auto brake. Let's keep it going. Right, so gate 208 is our gate today. Let's keep scrolling through. (208) Request follow me? No, there's no need. and I want to be serviced by Menzies. There's an aircraft coming down to 07 left. Don't know why it's doing that. Right. Let's go and get rid of the speed brakes. And flaps can come in. Right, flight directors can come off. And landing system. As well as the lights actually as well, let's not blind anyone. Strobes can come off now. 208, sorry. Just that parking spot right there. So it's not that far, which is really nice. Yeah, I work on getting this plane perfected out in terms of how I fly it. Let's turn off the VORs as well. And then let's go and start the APU. Let's get that master switch on. Wait for the flap to be opened. Let's slow us down here. Flaps open, so we can start the EP. And here's 208. And Terminal 1 by Simwings is fully equipped. Oh, hello. Fully equipped with interior design and everything as well, which is very nice. Right, does this have a working safe gate? Which it does actually. The brakes aren't very good, I have to say. Use the safe gate. Stop. Too far, that's fine. Set the parking brake, which is set. Gonna wait for the APU to fully start up, then we're gonna cut the engines, and we can actually stop. That stopped. There we go. We stop the timer. 1 hour and 49 minutes of flight time. APU is now available. Let's go and get the APU bleed on. Let's get some air into the aircraft. Lift that, lift that, and close those down. Shut down engines 1 and 2, which they are. The whole of the aircraft is shut down, isn't it? So yes, it's going. That wasn't very good parking. Okay. But I was going with the safe gate. I am probably. Customize airport positions. 208. Parking is a jetway. There is a safe gate. Safe dock, sorry. I don't know what it is. Okay, let's just leave that for now. Let's not do it in video. Right. So engines are shutting down ever so slowly. Let's turn off those IRSs like so. And seatbelt signs can come off. Request GS. Oh, hello. Request GSX for deboarding as well. Like so. Let's open up those doors. Jetway's coming up. With the door open. So, hope you enjoyed the video today. Sorry about me not knowing how to fly this aircraft. Deboarding passengers. Yes, that's good. Yeah, I'll fix that once again. Try not to probably just forget about the go-around. Probably set the go-around altitude if we have to do a go-around It's probably what you do in the A320 or Airbus series, sorry. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the flight today from Heathrow down into Barcelona in this magnificent A320 by FSLabs. It has been done absolutely to perfection. And this is the Barcelona airport by Simwings. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a lovely approach down into this airport, Terminal 1 as well. It's got one of the most very nice aesthetics, I have to say, in terms of the airport. Terminal 1, that is. Got some moving cars actually as well. Cool. So I hope you enjoyed the flight today. I certainly did. Enjoyed it as well. It hasn't been a while since I've flown an A320, and especially I've never flown an A320 of this detail. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it too. I certainly did. I'll see you in the next flight, which will be the return flight of this one.